The golden canopy of the Indian teak forests often serves as a silent witness to the most complex
and contradictory behaviors in the animal kingdom, while the leopard is famously known as a solitary, efficient hunter.
There are rare moments where the instinct for survival is overshadowed by a mysterious surge of empathy. This extraordinary story began high in the branches of a century-old tree, where macaques were settling down. Among them was a tiny, wide-eyed infant, clinging to its mother, unaware that a shadow circled.
A massive eagle, an apex aerial predator, had been tracking the troop, waiting for the precise moment. When the canopy opened just enough for a lethal strike, and the attack was a blur of feathers.
However, the eagle was not the only predator in that tree resting on a limb hidden sunlight.
Was a large female leopard. And normally a leopard would either ignore the bird or steal the kill. With a lightning-fast leap, the leopard lunged across the gap, and she did not strike the monkey.
Instead, she swiped at the eagle's massive wings, forcing the startled bird to release its deadly grip.
The infant macaque tumbled toward the forest floor, but the leopard, with uncanny agility, hooked her dew claw.
Catching it mid-air, she gently pulled the shivering infant toward her chest, her lethal jaws remaining.
Frustrated screams, but the leopard looked up and issued a low vibrating growl, making it very clear.
This small life was now under her protection. For the next several hours, the forest witnessed sight.
The leopard carried the infant to a higher, secure fork, curling her powerful body around its warmth.
The macaque, sensing heat and absence of aggression, eventually stopped crying and huddled against the soft fur.
The leopard remained vigilant, her eyes scanning the sky for the eagle and the ground for opportunistic scavengers. It was a profound display of nurturing instincts, triggered by the helplessness of a young animal, regardless of its species. As evening approached, the leopard descended the tree, moving toward a clearing where macaques
Gathered in high agitation, with incredible gentleness, and she placed the infant on a low-hanging branch.
Retreated into tall grass. Within seconds, the mother macaque rushed down, clutching her miracle baby to chest.
Disappearing into safety, the leopard watched from shadows, her amber eyes reflecting light before turning away slowly.
This rare encounter reminds us that even in worlds of tooth and claw, there is place. For mercy and fearsome hunters can become unexpected saviors. The rescue team must now move in quickly.
The infant is suffering from deep talon punctures and a possible fracture from the initial eagle strike.
Precision is required to avoid further injury to the small primate while assessing the damage to its.
The team must isolate the animal before it disappears into the dense undergrowth, where rescue is impossible.
The net is secured, and the rescuers move in with a medical light to locate the infant.
Careful cuts are made to free the monkey from the vines, while keeping its injured leg stable.
Body temperature is dropping rapidly due to shock, and the team must provide immediate warmth and stabilization now.
Initial assessment shows 3 deep puncture marks on the back, and a severely swollen right ankle joint.
The limb is immobilized to prevent bone fragments from causing internal damage during the transport to clinic.
Time is of the essence, as the risk of infection from the eagle's bacteria-laden talons is high. The active rescue process begins with the administration of a mild sedative to allow for deep cleaning.
Cleaning the wounds is the most critical step to stop the spread of potential life-threatening infections.
The cast is molded carefully to ensure it does not restrict blood flow while providing necessary support. Medication is applied to the surface to promote skin regeneration
and protect the open wounds from air. Hydration is the next step, as a subcutaneous fluid bolus is administered to the sleeping macaque.
Feeding begins as soon as the sedative wears off to build up the infant's strength and energy.
Shock is subsiding, and the infant is showing signs of physical awareness and much improved respiratory function.
Self-trauma is prevented with a collar, while the team monitors the infant's initial recovery phase closely. Regular inspections are performed to ensure the healing process is on track without any dangerous complications.
Psychological comfort is vital, as the infant is currently separated from its mother and the jungle troop. Solid food is introduced to provide the nutrients needed for bone repair and overall growth and health.
Physical therapy starts early to prepare the animal for its eventual return to the teak forest canopy. Simulated grooming helps reduce stress levels and promotes the social behaviors necessary for troop life later on.
Balance is improving daily as the infant adapts to the weight and feel of the protective cast.
Vocalizations are a strong indicator of recovery as the infant begins to act more like a macaque.
The critical rescue phase begins as the team prepares to return the infant to the teak forest.
Near failure occurs as the alpha male threatens to reject the infant, which could be a sentence.
The leopard's presence disrupts the reunion as the troop flees from the potential predator in the tree.
The eagle returns, forcing the rescue team to stay close and protect the vulnerable monkey once more.
A diversion is created to keep the aerial predator away, while the macaques regain their composure nearby.
The mother is hesitant, but she recognizes the call of her infant, which is now loud and...
The leopard's behavior is calm, helping to reduce the overall panic levels of the watching macaque troop.
A new danger arises as the infant struggles in the water, its weak leg failing to grip.
Careful assistance is provided as the team guides the infant back to the solid ground for the reunion.
Physical contact is made, and the mother begins to groom the infant's fur, checking for any injury. Acceptance by the troop is secured, as the alpha male allows the mother to reclaim her baby.
The climb is successful, and the infant is safely back in the canopy of the Indian forest.
Stability is restored as the family is reunited after the long and difficult medical rescue process today.
The critical phase ends with the infant back in its home and under the protection of troop.
The leg is strong and the fracture has healed perfectly, allowing for full mobility in the trees.
The immediate danger has passed as the predators have moved on to other areas of the forest.
Sharing food is a sign of total reintegration and the return of normal social troop behaviors today.
The infant is protected by its family and the thick wood of the century-old teak tree.
The traces of medical intervention are gone as nature takes back the life that was nearly lost.
Play is essential for growth, and the infant is participating fully in the life of the troop.
The hunter has returned to her role, but the moment of mercy remains etched in the forest.
Confidence is the final step in recovery as the infant explores the highest parts of the trees.
The rescue is a total success as the macaque infant lives to see another day in wild.
The data collected provides new insights into the complex emotional lives of the predators we often fear. The forest remains a place of mystery, where the law of survival can sometimes include surprising mercy. Immediate care has transitioned into long-term survival, as the infant thrives in its natural habitat today.
The protector rests, and the forest is quiet as the story of the macaque rescue concludes safely.
Recovery and resolution are complete as the monkey regains its strength in a safe and wild environment.
The memory of the injury is gone, and the animal moves with the grace of its kind.
Social bonds are the foundation of macaque life, and this rescue has preserved those vital connections forever.
The fearsome hunter continues her life, but her legacy is mercy is a lesson for all species.
Curiosity is a sign of a healthy mind, and the monkey is exploring its world with joy.
Safety in the troop is the final resolution of this incredible journey of survival and unexpected heroism.
The Indian teak forests continue to hold stories that challenge our understanding of the natural world today.
A calm closure is reached as the animal looks out over the home it was saved to.
We are reminded that bravery has no voice, and a life saved is a debt of gratitude. The boundary between species vanishes in an act of pure heroism that connects all living things together.